Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlrynae here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. We have come up the hill a little ways from the last time that you saw us. We are right up here at the very top. Let me show you where we are here on the map. Right down here at the lowest point here in Celondim and Falathlorn. This right here is when you used to whenever you would start as an elf and you'd make it through the elf introduction, this is where you used to spawn into the world at, right here, instead of down there next to the docks where we spawned at yesterday. And I don't understand why they don't still spawn you here, because this is such a beautiful location and such an elven place to be. I mean, why would you want to spawn anywhere else? It's just absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, we are going to head on down the hill here, back towards Celondim, across the little creek. You see, isn't that just a gorgeous place? Why would you not want to spawn in there? Doesn't make any sense. Let us head on down the hill, enter back into Celondim. First thing we're going to do is run over to the Vault Keeper. Because we, as you saw, we ended up with a whole bunch of stuff in our inventory there. With everything that we've gotten over the years since we've bought all the expansions and all the various things. So we are going to go hit them up first, clear out a little bit of inventory space, which mostly composes of just climbing straight on up this hill here. Getting a lot of lag for some reason. I can't understand why I'm getting the jitters there so bad. Having it juddering like that. We'll turn left. We'll walk through the crafting area. All the various tailors and cooks and everything come through the area here with the scholar trainer. And all the way up to the top where the vault keeper is. And we'll show you the view down below. That's quite the climb, isn't it? Almost to the top of Celondim. Not quite, but almost to the top here. Guess they don't want the drunken sailors getting too close to the vault and causing too much trouble. So we're going to talk to Celebeth now. And once we get our inventory straightened out a bit, we will get back in touch with you. Alright, as you can see, we've gotten things a lot better than we were. Look at all the stuff that I had in my inventory just from basically creating a character and logging in. Just incredible. And there's still, you know, several packages that I haven't opened yet. They're still just sitting there. And they will for a while, too. As I've said before, I'm pretty much going to try, if there's cosmetic stuff, I'll use it. But pretty much, I'm going to try to do this the old-fashioned way. And just work through using the armor and the weapons and the various equipment and consumables that you get as you go along and actually play the game. We're not going to be putting any Hobbit presents on this person. Probably not using anything out of the stores. Just whatever we can get from quest and whatever we can craft. So there you are. Next up, we need to find someone named Cardavor, who I believe is supposed to be down here on the docks. And then we need to find Lindon and deliver the message to them from the letter that Dwalin sent us. So we have two people to look for now. And I think we found Cardavor right here, haven't we? Now, Cardavor was the one at the Behest of Cardavor. He waits for you. Let's see, the history was... As I said, I'm sorry to intrude upon your reflection. Perhaps you can speak Cardavor. He seems quite worried about something. And from tales of your bravery, you might be able to help him. So let us see what he has going for him.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Oh, these elves need so much Prozac. That's going to be the hardest part of doing the stuff with the elves, is the fact that every single one of them is just this emo little depressive. You know, they're always going on about how great, how sorrowful they are and the shadow upon their heart. I get it, man. I get it, okay? But let's not keep going on about it. Hello there. We have not had time to get acquainted. My name is Cardavor. And you are?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Prologue-Unlike Avorthal. I have heard that you are well traveled. Perhaps you have seen my son Avorthal on your journey. I received a message from him saying that he was coming to Dualon to visit, but he has not yet arrived. That is most unlike him. In his journeys here, he oft speaks with the travelers along the road, and visits the vale of Hilith with a friend of his, a dwarf named Athal. Athal watches the road and helps the few dwarf travelers who come to Celondim. Perhaps Avorthal is speaking to him now and has simply forgotten the time. Would you seek him? Head across the woods southwest of Celondim to the vale of Hilith. There's a small camp of elves there. If you do not find Avorthal there, perhaps you could find Athal. If so, speak to Athal and see what news he may have of Avorthal. All right, we can certainly do that. So we need to head across the woods southwest of Celondim to Hilith. All right, southwest of Celondim, north, south, east, west, so over this way. And see if we can find, there should be a camp of elves there, and see if we can find someone named Avorthal, his son. So we can certainly do that. Part of the prologue, no less. So that is something, definitely something we need to work on. And it's actually a quest that is actually on level with us. And we also need to find Leonin. So let's also be looking for someone named, there he is, Leonin the Glade Watcher. Barter Merchant. Hello, Leonin. Message of thanks. Meagovanin, I will engage in trade if that is what you wish, but I will not accept coins. Such things are not of the way of the elven folk, and I will hold to our tradition. All right.
Hail, friends, and well met.
Thanks. Your name is well known, Gnarlrynae. It is not often that a hero of your stature visits me. I will honor you as Lord Dwalin wishes, as Lord Dwalin honors you. Please accept these as a token of welcome in these lands. Speak with me again and look among my wares. You may find something there to your liking, and I will gladly barter for what you desire. All right, we're getting 5 tokens of salutation, which is a gift given to those who aided against the spread of evil. These tokens be exchanged at Celondim, Thorin's Hall, Archet, or Little Delving. Okay, so we've got some stuff in our wallet now. I'm assuming the tokens of salutation. Yep, right there. Comes under landscape. Let us barter some items.
Sulad Melon, how may I be of service?
What kind of things can we get for that? We can get a Novice's Mark, which is 5% out of combat run speed and 10% combat run speed for 10 seconds with a cooldown of 15 minutes. That sounds actually pretty good. Whenever we're not leveling and just running from place to place, we may actually use that. So I'm going to grab that, the Novice's Mark. Okay. And then we are going to get the Lesser Salve. Do I want the Lesser Salve? Do I want the Lesser Essence? Let's grab the Lesser Essence. 2 of those. There we are. Very good. And he's got a quest for us as well. In defense of the forest.
You may be of service to me.
Our time is closing in this land. Soon we will be but legend and memory to the mortals who will remain upon these shores. While we are still here, however, we must do what we can to ensure that these lands remain safe and beautiful. The preservation of the land is why I have come to the port of Celondim. My brethren and I have been looking into recent events in a glade to the north. I am here to enlist any willing to go there and assist us in discovering the source of an infestation of sickle flies among the trees to the west and southwest of this port. If you are willing, remove the threat of the sickle flies from the trees and report to Orovlas at Hilith to the southwest. So there you go. We're headed to Overlas. Good Lord. we're going to head to Hilith. We got 2 quests sending us that way now. So we are going to take both of them on. Tell you what I am going to do. I am going to switch those out for the moment. Did that swap it out? Yes, it did. And is that giving me my +5? Yes, it is. Fleet-footed. Nice. All right, so that will help us a bit. And we are going to head on up the hill to the southwest. We should be able to head up this way. Yeah, this right here, I think will get us up that way. We continue on up the path. Let's find this Hilith. Mibrathil, what do you have?
Mind my words, traveler.
Terrace on Celondim. We will take yours once we come back to Celondim. If you were headed, I was just checking to see if you were sending me to Hilith as well. But since you're not, we will hold off on that one until we actually get into the region of doing quests in the town proper here. Continue on up the hill. Another quest giver off to our left, as you see there. Grey hill bucks. It's so strange to see the background creatures like that actually be green. All right, there is a veilfly pest, which is light blue. Let's go ahead and swap out. Tell you what we're going to do. Where is that stone of the tortoise? There it is. Let's drag you down here on the bar as well. So now we can swap you out. And we'll be able to move back and forth between you. There we go. So we got that. Let's bring up our bear. Right here. Alright, very good. New deed, Master of Beasts. Let's see what the deed is. Summon a companion. How many times do we need to do this? 200 times, and we'll get 5 turbine points. Don't think that's going to be a big problem. Really don't. Okay. Another new deed, Master of the Staff. We will probably see a good number of these popping up as we start in on all the various combat things here. Use Staff Strike against your foes. And we need to use that how many times? 600 times. So, yeah, we've got, it'll be a while before we see those deeds pop up again in a completed fashion, won't it? All right, here we go. Send that down against you again. Let's go ahead and hit you with our staff. We might as well get another one of the 600 in there. Kill a few more flies. Let's take a look from up here on this vantage point. Looking down across there. Isn't that nice? And back over off in there, the towers that you see across the road are back over in the housing development. Because that's where the elven housing is. You can't get to it from this side, but you can see it there. Okay, another one. Hit you with our staff. 2 more, and then we can try and see if we can find this particular camp that we were looking for. 1 more. And this is one case, I don't know if the flies used to attack you or not. I'm wanting, vaguely want to say that the flies were aggro back in the day, but I'm not sure about that. So I can't really say for absolute certain. All right, let us go on up here. We're going to continue on up here to this vale. As you see, we are heading to the entrance to the valley here. And looking for a camp of elves. We're also going to have to see what kind of profession, what kind of trade skills we want to get into as well. with our lore master here. Being that we're going to be wearing cloth armor. New deed, Elf Ruins Exploration. Let's take a look at that one. Elf Ruins Exploration. Explore the old places left behind by the elves as they abandoned Edhelion and moved further south to Dualand. So we're coming on to Nan Hilith. The ruins of Nin Hilith speak of more peaceful times when the elves dwelt by the lake and contemplated the world that was. Now evil wolves stalk the ruins, casting a dark shadow over the beautiful memory of the place. Alright, so we will definitely, when we get to Nin Hilith, looks like a travelogue entry. So we will do a travelogue on it. So we're going to carry on up the road. There definitely should... Where is that elf settlement at? A little elf camp. And I've totally lost my train of thought. Whenever that deed popped up, I'd been talking about something. Oh well. Another one of those cases, I'm sure. Look at that place way up there. That is impressive. I wonder how we get there. Is that part of... I'm wondering if that's part of where you go from Gondomon. There's a quest, Gondomon, where you go down the hill, you fight through goblins and all, you head up mountains. But I don't know if that's actually the one up there. I don't know if you can actually get to that or not. But, man, it would be impressive if you can. Okay, there's Athal. There's Overloss. I don't know why I keep wanting to pronounce his name wrong, but Overloss. Let us talk to him first. About in defense of the forest. Let him know about the flies we've killed.
What do you need?
Mea Govanen. Leonin has you fighting back the sickle flies. Good. It has become necessary to drive them out of the forest, lest they kill the trees. Your aid will be welcome here on Gnarlrynae, for there's much to do. Leonin's staff? Yes, Leonin's staff. That one will do. And I am going to go ahead and equip it before I forget that I've got it. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Nice little, nicely made staff, shod on both ends with metal bands. Quite nice. I like that. All right. Let's find what his next one is. Trouble at Nin Hilith. Your arrival heralds a time of hope. We have yet to discern what caused the wolves to empty into this valley. Perhaps with your assistance, we will soon learn the reasons behind the invasion. The two other glade wardens here, Glavrolin and Hethel. I'm a little bit short on my elven right now. Helhethel will explain the task that I have set before them. See to their request and earn their favor, and you shall have mine. So we need to work with Helhethel and Glavrolin and get their favor, and we will get a hat out of it, which will actually be an upgrade. Very good. Did I actually accept it?
Stay a moment.
No, I did not. There we go. And there's Athal. Let's talk to Athal and see if we can find Avorthal. Where might he be?
Greetings, traveler.
Unlike Avorthal. Nay, I am still here waiting for Avorthal. He requested I meet him here at the Vale of Nin Hilith, and has yet to arrive. I meant to enter the Vale myself, but the elves bade me not enter, and being that Avorthal is not here to speak for me, I dare not risk angering them. I am sorry that I cannot be more of help to you or to Lord Cardavor.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Prologue, Avorthal's favorite haunts. It is not like Avorthal to be late, at least not without sending word, nor to put aside his usual habits. Still, he has spent much time in contemplation in recent days. When Avorthal desires solitude for quiet, though, he spends much time beneath the white trees in this vale. Perhaps he is amongst them now, unbeknownst to anyone. Would you go there and find him? I would, of course, but I shall not defy the will of the elves. Make your way into the Vale of Hilith and search for any signs of Avorthal. I pray you find him hale and hearty, but if not, perhaps you will find some sign of him, even just his pack. All right, that we can do. Let us head a little further into the valley. Oop, we need to talk to these two guys as well. Glavronin. There we go.
He lends me
Glavronin.
your ear.
Wood for wine. Our efforts here are to recover the land from this new threat, that is clear. We are also here at the behest of our kinsmen. In Celondim there is a vintner who wishes only to make a final offering to the store enough wine to survive our journey to the west. I have offered to recover enough wood to build such a cask. You will need to search the wood in this vale for wood that has not been spoiled by the sickle flies or the wolves. Return to me when you have collected enough sturdy pieces of wood, and I will grant you my favor. So 5 pieces of wood. And Hilith, what can I do for you, madam?
Stay a moment.
Wolves of Hilith. May Govanen, Lord Master. I overheard your discussion with Overlas, and hope that you are willing to assist us. This vale was once a place of inspiring beauty, where we could come and commune with nature. It has fallen far from these days since the incursion of these wolves. It is unclear where the wolves came from or why they chose to dwell in this valley, but it is clear that they must be removed to ensure that nature can return to its balance. Enter the valley and destroy the wolves to ensure the future of the valley. Return to me when you've completed this task, and you will have earned my favor. So we need to get 5 pieces of wood, and we need to kill 6 wolves down here. Now the wolves, I am willing to bet, will be aggro. Yes? Yes. All right. That they haven't changed. Good. Very good. All right. That is nice to know. I was so afraid that they were going to make it so that the wolves were no longer aggro as well. Did we get another deed? Yes, we did. What is this deed? Wolf Slayer. Defeat wolves in Arid Luine. So we have got to defeat how many? 30 wolves, and we'll get some increased reputation with Thorin's Hall, and get the title Wolf Tamer. And then, of course, we'll have Wolf Slayer Advanced that we'll have to work on then. That is probably one of the ways that I am going to work on leveling. So whenever we go to work on the Slayer deeds, you have to generally kill so many a pile of wood that are pieces that are too small for building the white ships. You have to end up killing so many that usually you can level up pretty well just by doing that. We will see how it goes. This place is so different. Every place is so different now that they put the, what do they call these, frills, I think is what they call them. Whoops. Didn't notice you back here. They call them frills, the undergrowth and the bushes and the vines and stuff. Because none of this, none of this existed back in the day whenever I was over here with my dwarf hunting and stuff like that. It was all, basically, it all looked like this area here. It was even shorter than that. It was just grass. The grass texture that was on the ground. And that was all there was. Now, these places actually do look like forests. And, they actually, you find only rotten timbers. They actually do look like forests and valleys and plains and things of that sort. Okay, we've defeated the wolves. Let's see if we can find some more piles of lumber that actually have the wood that we're looking for. I'm not going to go... Alright, we got a good piece of timber. I'm not going to go out of my way to take on the wolves. I'm not going to go out of my way to... just rotten timbers again. I'm not going to go out of my way to not take on the wolves, because we do need to kill a good number of them. Alright, another good piece. How many more do we need? 2 more? There's another pile of lumber. So apparently there's not just wine being made over there in Celondim, but they apparently also work on building the white ships as well. Don't know if they help with the can you see right there? I wonder if elves cut this down or whether it was the sickle flies that chopped these down and messed these up. It was hard to say, wouldn't it? I would think it was the elves, since it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're piling up lumber and all to make the, to actually get around to making the white ships, as it were. Alright, back up the hill, let us talk to our two companions there. Waiting for me to say the names, aren't you? Hilith.
How can I be of service?
Nature calls once again from the Vale. I can feel it course through my being. We cannot rest on this virtue, but you have brought hope where there was sorrow, Gnarlrynae. You have earned my favor. Okay, completed Wolves of Nin Hilith. And now Gnarlrynae.
Megovanen.
Yes, this wood will certainly do. This should please the cooper and the vintner both. The white ships will certainly now be supplied with the finest wine from arid Luine. Okay, he's got another quest for us to do. What is that?
Will you lend me your ear?
Cooper and Cask. Now that you've collected the wood, I would ask one more favor from you, friend. The cooper in Celondim, Brigadur, seeks the wood to craft his casks. I would ask that you seek him out in the highest levels of Celondim on the tiers of the crafters northeast of this location. Deliver the wood to him that he may build a proper cask. So deliver the wood to Brigadur in Celondim. That we can do. No trouble. And Overloss, we helped your two buddies.
What can I do for you?
You have done well here, Gnarlrynae. We will keep vigil here at Nan Hilith. I think now you are needed elsewhere. We shall not soon forget all you have done for us here in Celondim. Yep, let's get the hat. Very good. And let's try it on and see. Alright. Very good, very good. Let's zoom in a little bit. Not quite as stylish as my big plumed hat, but very French. Very French. And whenever I think of the elves, I think very French. So I think that's pretty good. All right. Oh, we never did. Oh, almost forgot that. Let's go down here and look for Avorthal's pack or Avorthal himself. We totally missed that part of the quest here, didn't we? Let's see where his pack, and if I know the way these things go, it's probably back in one of these far corners, isn't it? Wouldn't be surprised if it was back all the way back over there on the other side of the little lake. The little pond here. Let's get another staff swing in. Get the burning embers. There we go. Still no pack, other than the pack of wolves. That's one thing about all the frills and all. The undergrowth does make it look gorgeous, does make everything look very nice. Really makes it look like a real location and all, but man, it makes it hard to find stuff. Especially seeing as, you know, in the past it'd be like, oh, there it is on the other side of the lake. I see it right there. Now it's like, nope, you actually got to go through all this stuff and see. There we go. I knew it would be all the way over here in the corner. Elf Satchel. Let us pick up... Whoa. Alright, that's a goblin. That's definitely not Avorthal. That is a goblin. So we're okay there. You found this satchel of elf make. Okay, so we found that. Let us go back to Athel and let him know that we have found unhappy portent here. Oh, not us. Okay. Oh, look at the wolf dog paddling. Isn't that cool? He dog paddled through the water. That is cool. All right, let's go back up here, talk to Athel one more time. Let him know we have found a sign of his friend. Not the sign that he was hoping for, but a sign nonetheless. Since it's nighttime, we can turn this back on, too.
I am at your service.
This is Avorthal's pack, I am certain. I fear that something untoward has befallen my friend. Please, take this to Cardavor and tell him that I would do whatever I can to help find my friend, his son. All right, certainly will. And I think actually right there we are hitting up on the 30-minute mark, so we are going to call that an episode. Let's dismiss stacks so that we're not sitting there standing within them. And I think we will go out on our customary note. I think we may change this now that the tutorial is over with. Don't think we're going to dance every time we finish. I'll look through all the various emotes and come up with something worthwhile. So we will see you next time. Thanks for following along, and appreciate all your comments and your care. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.